hastening away from the side entrance, led by none other than the powerful Medici brothers. But, Viviana stammered, a hand lifted to her cheek. Mass could only have just begun, if at all. It is your fault, Fiammetta grumbled at her husband. It is because we are so late. Patrizio slanted a petulant look upon his wife. He rushed the women forward, bringing them ever closer to the towering front door of the cathedral, the scrolled pediment above, and the sculptures standing guard on each side. Slower, Fiammetta hissed as they drew nearer, and Viviana bit back a smile. She knew there was nothing in heaven or the cathedral to impel her inquisitive friend to enter its confines until she saw for herself what had impelled the dignitaries out. But they need wait no longer. From the narrow Via Larga dell'Ispada, the straight street of the sword forgers leading directly from the Medici Palace to the Cathedral de Santa Maria del Fiore, they spied the return of the Medicis, their group enlarged to an imposing brigata, bright with cardinal red, archbishop purple, fine velvets, and shiny leather. As the trio of friends converged on the side entrance, the Medici contingent did so from the west side. Ooh, Fiammetta luxuriated on the picture. And now they return with their guests. Viviana gaped at the group of men, their power, their eminence apparent as each step brought them closer. Yet the more she stared at them, the more she knew them not for who they were. Everyone would recognize Cardinal Riario and Archbishop Salviati, even the small and smarmy Francesco de Pazzi, but she knew them as a group. But she could not recall from where. Something about them together struck a chord in her mind, a discordant note. She tilted her head, study and stare ever more intense, still she could not name it. Her pale eyes narrowed against a bright flash of light. A reflection. But no, it could not be. Her sight played tricks upon her mind. What an absurdity. What she saw was nothing but a glint from a strand of fine rosary beads. She believed it, only with a shiver of unease. Fiammetta salivated on such a juicy tidbit of gossip. A mistake has been made, it would seem. It looks as if the Medici were to meet their guests at their palazzo, not the cathedral, but I will truly be angry with you, my wife, if we do not enter before they do, Patrizio hissed between clenched teeth. What in the name of... Viviana hissed in turn. Within the Medici contingent, a man had suddenly stopped and embraced the man beside him. None other than Lorenzo's younger brother, Giuliano. Awkward surprise contorted the handsome young man's face until the other released him. Bernardo Bandini, what are you about? Patrizio whispered aloud. Without thought, Viviana squeezed his arm. He had seen it too. Together they watched as Bandini released Giuliano, as he turned to whisper in the Archbishop's ear, who whispered in another's. The argument ended as the Archbishop left the man for the more accommodating company of two priests. What? What is it that you say? Fiammetta slowed her pace once more. Come, no more now, Patrizio replied, yanking her forward without answer. He hurried them into the cathedral, his wife leaning backward to get a last glimpse of the strange contingent. Viviana leaning forward. For the third time that morning, Lapaccia Cavalcanti climbed the stairs to the third floor of her spacious home, one she had searched for the better part of an hour. Her aging knees screeched, inflicted lungs struggled for breath. She could find no sign of her son. Andreano had promised to escort her to Mass, and he had never gone.